Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Dirt Road Cinderella. Thank you all for joining us today. I hope everyone is well and having a great weekend. First up today are just 3 3D printed things from our sponsor, VCG Resins. In this first bag is a tool chest and then there are the 2 new versions of the Chevy 250 SOHC inline 6-cylinder engine. One featuring Weber side draft carbs, and the other is a turbo setup built as a what-if Chevy built a stock 250 with a turbo. The 2 engines are very similar, so I will only be showing you one, and then the parts that set them apart from the other. So let's get to it. First on the turntable is the turbo version of the 250 single overhead cam inline 6, starting with the 4-speed transmission and 2 bell housing options. Then we come to the block and oil pan, as well as the 2-part intake here and here. There is also the exhaust manifold, valve cover, cylinder head with the overhead cam, and lastly the front cover to the engine. Make sure to check out the camshaft details on the head as it passes by. This is the intake manifold with both parts together. While I am here, I might as well show you the head up close real quick. There we go. You can even see the lobes on the cam, which I think is cool. Moving on to the little bits of the kit, we start with the starter and 2 fuel rails. You only need one, but Josh sends an extra just in case. Next are the engine mounts, the pulley assembly, turbo plumbing, as well as both halves of the turbo itself. Moving on to the fuel pump, oil filter, more turbo plumbing, the alternator, coil, and lastly, the customary 3 distributor options. Let's give these a spin, and next I will show you just the parts that differ from the turbo to the Weber carb setup. The first difference between the 2 250 SOHC engines is the intake manifold here. Then there is the big sweeping waterfall style exhaust. Obviously, this exhaust won't work with everything, so VCG has sent this header flange in case you want to make your own exhaust. Then we have the Acorn style air cleaners for the Weber carburetors, which are these 4 beauties right here. And that completes the 2 250 single overhead cam inline 6s. The last thing from VCG is this tool chest with working drawers. As you can see, the top opens, as does every drawer. Some of my drawers have pits in them, but Josh was kind enough to send another complete set of perfect drawers for it. This tiny bag is the struts for the lid if you want to model it in the open position. If I am careful, you can see that each and every drawer opens and closes. They are of varying depths and would look great loaded down with scale tools in a diorama, which is where this will be going. Right into my service station diorama that I hope to get back to work on in the near future. This is a really great looking toolbox. Here's one of the drawers that Josh sent with it, and there are no pits in this one. On the side, you can even see the track detail. Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way so I can show you some other stuff. Well, here is my new AMT 1977 Chevy Dungeons & Dragons van. I bought two of these, one for the editor and one for me. I was very excited when this arrived because, as some of you know, I am a D&D fan and play a few times a month with family and friends. I didn't even see any interior details for the rear of the cabin. There are over 200 parts in this kit. Many or most of them are in customizing options. It seems AMT might have learned something from Mobius because I cannot get this box to close again now that I opened it once. This really has some wonderful artwork on the box art and the decals. Or at least there should have been. I really like the version here on the side panel, and I think I may try to combine this with the D&D theme. Here are small shots of all the artwork that should be with this kit. I really like this Michael Cormack art. Oh, here on top is the chrome, which looks great and has a set of Krager Mag wheels, which are my personal favorites because that's what was on my Dart. I really like that this is a longer bodied van than the ones I have built in the past. I just wish this side door was operational. The body looks pretty nice at first glance, I think, and I am fairly certain I can make these rear doors operational. I am not going to go through the rest of the bags. Oh, here is the floor pan. It is fairly simple looking. I want to show y'all the decals, which are down here in the bottom of the box. At first look, these are awesome, and my mind was forming plans and ideas. But stupid me, I like symmetry and really wanted to put the same art on both sides of the van. Then, as I pulled out this other set the first time, it took me a second to catch on. Both these decal sheets are exactly the same, and for the same side of the vehicle. I guess I could just use one of the square artworks on each side, but I wanted something longer cut to go over the wheel. I was hoping to use this 5-headed dragon on both sides. The artwork themselves are greatly detailed, but it sucks not to get the right sheets in my kit. While I was filming this, Carrie-Ann opened her kit to see if her decals were the same, and they were not. So here is my sheet, and then this one is her second sheet and the one I am missing. I still can't use the same artwork on both sides, but at least the right and left side decals are here. I guess we will be contacting AMT and trying to get replacement decals. Here is the left side decal that is used in the box art. I do believe I will be using this one for sure. This wizard for the right side is very cool too. So be sure to check your decal sheets early before you need to use them. This top set was Carrie Ann's and the bottom set was in my box. The last thing I want to show you before you go is a gift that was sent to me by fellow model club member Greg Renfro of Silent K Models and More. He sent me this cool 40-year-old kit, a Fujimi Mazda RX-7 Savannah. This kit is still completely sealed inside and has never been touched. Here on the side panel is the 1986 stamping on the box. I sealed it back up, but I was smart enough to take this picture before I closed it. Aside from just being a really cool kit, it is also a motorized kit, and still has all those parts still sealed as well. I do not know much about these cars, other than their sound, and a college friend had one many years ago, and he was in love with it. My first thought, since it was curbside, was to cut it up and put an engine in it. Then, when I discovered it was motorized and still all sealed up, I decided that what I will do is build it as it is meant to be, and add full car lighting to go with it. Greg, I want to add that I was totally dumbfounded when this arrived in the mail, and I am truly moved and honored that you would do something like this for me. Thank you, sir. If any of you don't know Greg, please go check out his channel. It is still a very new channel, and Greg is still feeling things out. But I know that he is a super gifted builder, and he has lots to offer to many of us. I know he would appreciate a sub or even a thumbs up, and I would be very thankful. This is just such a sleek looking car and such an awesome kit for the stash. When I was young, I thought these cars and many other JDM vehicles were kind of funny as I loved big boxy iron of old. But over the years, my appreciation for these cars and these kits has really changed. Funny how age changes your perspective. With that, I would like to pose a community question to you all. As we age, we change, or many of us do anyways. What vehicle or type of vehicle have you grown an appreciation for over time, either in 1-to-1 scale or modeling? What changed this perspective for you? Something you strongly disliked at one time and now you like or at least can really appreciate. I will go first and say that for me, it is anything imported. And that goes for models and 1-to-1 vehicles. When I was younger, I thought they were nothing but underpowered tin cans that looked funny. Always small and undersized. What changed that perspective for me was y'all here on YouTube. Some of you love these kits and cars with a passion. Becoming friends with you folks has taught me a lot and led me to build Tamiya kits or F1 kits because I respected your viewpoint on them. A few friends swear by some of these brands also. This also led me last fall to buying an 18-year-old Honda SUV with 175,000 miles on it. That vehicle runs quieter, smoother, and has more power than any car I have ever owned, including a brand new Dodge pickup. Now I get the hype, the durability, the consistency. I would never have bought JDM kits, and I certainly never would have put one in my driveway. I was not raised that way. I was raised that it had to be one of the American Big Three. Yet here I am loving these imports. I hope someone will find this worth answering, and I hope I wasn't too confusing. That is all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and have a happy 4th of July. Stay safe. Later, y'all. Sponsor Spotlight. Are you a passionate modeler? Constantly searching for that perfect detail to bring your miniature masterpiece to life? Do you dream of building your model so accurate they could be mistaken for the real thing? Then it's time to discover VCG Resins by Reese. VCG Resins specializes in providing the highest quality, most unique, and incredibly detailed resin parts and accessories for your 1/24th and 1/25th scale models and dioramas. Modelers can find everything from intricate engines and suspension components to realistic wheels and essential diorama accessories, all designed to bring your miniature masterpieces to life. Are you ready to elevate your next build? Please visit VCGresins.com. And don't forget to use our discount code DRCRUST at checkout for 13% off your order. At Scale Finishes, they specialize in high-quality automotive-grade paints, clears, and primers designed to bring your scale models to life. Their authentic colors and premium products provide a flawless finish every time. time. Visit scalefinishes.com and use our discount code Cinderella10 at checkout to receive 10% off on your order. Gallery airbrushes are engineered for elite quality. We're talking ultra-smooth trigger control, heavy-duty machining, and dropping detail lines thin as human hair straight out of the box. But they didn't stop at premium hardware. Say goodbye to harsh solvent fumes with Gallery's Kaleido paint line. Powered by rapid air technology, these water-based acrylics spray like a dream with high-gloss finishes. And for those impossibly tight details and trim lines, pop the cap on their paint markers for instant high-pigment precision. Are you ready to elevate your workspace? Grab yours today and save big. Use the code DRC1854 at checkout for an exclusive Dirt Road Cinderella discount. Click the direct link right down in the video description below to shop the collection. Edited, produced, and narrated by Cap Productions.